To become a great scorer, you have to learn to get open without the ball in your hands. This video is going to break down how we make that happen. How does Jalen Wilson get this open for a catch and shoot three? He knows how to read a down screen. To score off the ball, you've got to understand this concept. As he receives this down screen, he's going to come off aggressively looking to score. His defender can either follow him, which is called chasing, or he can shoot the gap, which is where he'll disconnect from his matchup and try and meet him on the other side. As soon as Wilson sees that he shoots the gap, he puts on the brakes and fades back away from where the defender is going to get an open look for three. This read is crucial when you're coming off a down screen. Here you'll see Hauser recognize that his defender is going to chase him, so he curls right to the elbow for a knockdown jumper. Let's take a look at some of the curl options that are available. The reason that down screen is important is because when the defender gets hung up like he is right here, that's going to give us time to get separation from our matchup to get a clean look at the basket. But you don't have to shoot a jump shot. When you come off this down screen and curl, you can attack the rim. But when you catch the ball, you have to get your eyes to the down screener's defender, and if he stays with his matchup, go and finish it. The key is getting your eyes to the help defender as soon as you catch the basketball. He might look like he's in a position to help, but there's a chance he'll go back to his matchup. You already have an advantage on your defender because of the down screen, so if that big bails, get to the rim. So what do we do if the big decides to come over and help? You'll see here that the guard is going to curl off this down screen because he's being chased, and once he catches it, you're going to see this big step up to help. As soon as he does that, find your screener going to the rim. If this is the right read, I would encourage you to throw a bounce pass when you make it because the help defender won't be able to get his hands on it. Now for our fade options. The fade is usually going to be the decision when your defender is late because now he's not in a position to chase you, so he's probably going to try and make up ground by shooting the gap to meet you. You've got to make sure that you put that foot in the ground, put the brakes on, and get separation from the screen to get open for the shot. You'll be able to see the guard here coming off this double screen, and his defender is already on the top side and tries to cheat it. Keontae does a great job of recognizing it, fading to the corner, and gets open for a shot. Now this fade isn't always going to get you open for a shot, but a lot of times it's going to lead to a bad closeout. Once the bad closeout happens, now you can get downhill and make a read from there. Once you get downhill against the bad closeout, you have to locate the next defender. If nobody's there, look to score it. But more times than not, just like on the curl, the screener's defender is going to step over and help, and when he does, throw that bounce pass. The next off-ball screen that can get you an open look is a flare screen. The flare screen is different because the screen is sending you away from the basketball. The reason this screen works well is because a lot of times your defender doesn't see it coming. So if the screener's man is late helping, knock it down. The last way that we can score off the basketball is by understanding slips and rejects. If somebody comes to set you a down screen, you don't always have to curl or fade. You can act like you're going to go off of it and then reject to the basket and beat your man. And if you're the one setting the screen, when you go to set that down screen, you can slip to the basket. Oftentimes there will be confusion of who's guarding who, and you'll find yourself wide open at the rim. Here's a good example of another slip. Number 4 comes up to set a flare screen, and the defender points to his teammate and says that he wants to switch. When he calls the switch, number 4 recognizes this and slips inside of the top defender and ends up getting open for another bucket. And if you're a post player, this is something that you can always look for. As the big man goes to set this down screen, you're going to notice that his defender sees this pass and tries to jump it, and his slip is wide open. Don't limit yourself to thinking you can only create scoring opportunities when the ball's in your hand. Learn how to use these tools to get open and create offense for yourself and for others. Thanks for coming through. We'll see you next time in the film room.